What's going on, gamers? Thanks for stopping by Square One. I'm Bakerboy15.
And I'm Exonovit, and we're here to cover some more trophies and achievements from Resident Evil.
What's going on, guys? Bakerboy15 here with
Exonovit.
doing a little multiplayer on Resident Evil. What we got for him?
We have got now that's G.
Yeah.
And basically you have to get 3 of the G viruses samples to the depository in 1 match.
That's right. That's right.
And what level are we playing on right now?
I believe we're playing Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Which a little tidbit is my favorite multiplayer map so far.
This is our famous gas station, isn't it?
Yeah, a little Stegla.
Stegla gas.
Oh,
they
God, get some Twinkie.
They get a Twinkie on, baby.
Alright, guys, so what we got going on here?
Let's talk about the spawn points for the G viruses. Because
okay.
they're not as random as people think, right?
Right, they're actually preset. If you play enough of Biohazard, you'll kind of catch on. You'll be like, oh wait, that always spawns there. But there's about 5 or 6 preset locations. So if let's say the G virus goes to location 1, then you have what, about a 20 or 25% chance of actually guessing the next location correctly. I like to use, or we like to use Bertha. Just because she has that stim pack, which is one of her active abilities, and you can just fly.
Yeah, run really quick. Yeah.
Right, because when you do actually pick up the virus, it actually curtails your ability to sprint like substantially. So I feel like if you don't have that stim pack on, that adrenaline rush, then you're just a duck in water.
Yeah, kind of at a big disadvantage. Still doable, but might just be a little bit more aggravating.
Right, and you're in all purple and everything. Oh God!
Party girl.
Oh man, I was probably throwing my controller.
Party girl go crazy.
Cursing a little bit, getting mad.
Party girl goes crazy on you.
And that's the good thing, is that there's 5 possibilities, to get the G virus, and you only have to get 3 of the 5.
And the biggest part of the battle is just learning your maps and learning where the like you said earlier, the G viruses, the samples actually spawn at. Right. And put yourself in a good position, and you shouldn't have any problems with it.
That and learning where people tend to flow, like the normal tendencies. Right. Because what I try to do when we get these G viruses is if we're running back, it may not be the shortest distance, but we know it's the road less traveled. So if we're less likely to run into somebody, if it takes me an extra 30 seconds or a minute, so be it. Right.
And learn the spawn points too. Like if you notice, every time we've died so far, we've spawned back in the exact same spot. That's typically how it is. So once you learn kind of where the enemy team is spawning at, you shouldn't have any problems knowing the traffic flow. And if you've played as the other team before in the same maps, you know where they spawn, right? So just kind of take into account things of that nature, and it should make your life a whole lot easier.
Now I know a lot of people use Vector and use the invisibility ability, which is also really good, especially because there's a substantial amount of zombies, especially on this particular map, which is Apocalypse, by the way. You can really get lost in a crowd if you're invisible. Right. It's kind of hard to keep up with that invisible guy, but you still have that little purple glow. So
kind of gives you away.
I don't know. I mean, it's useful, right? And people use it all the time, but I just don't know how useful. Right. Right. And the other thing is, if you got a teammate that's kind of around you, kind of let them go ahead and either scope it out or have a teammate watch your back if you can. And
we are actually playing with we're not playing, like, it's not me and Beck playing right now.
Right, we're just public.
He's playing with random people.
Lobby.
So, yeah.
And I wish I could. I mean, it'd be a lot easier if you had at least one buddy to communicate with. Right. That way you wouldn't have to worry about anything. Right. One of y'all pick it up, the other guy gets your back. Now, if you are flying solo and your teammates are just garbage, I have seen people what they'll do is pick up a zombie after they pick up the G virus, and they will very slowly but surely backpedal until they kind of get out of that imminent danger. They launch it. And then they'll get rid of the zombie shield and head that way. Yeah, I feel like the grenade launcher is just it is the key to most of these multiplayer unlocks.
Yeah, it makes it a whole lot easier.
But I like to get it, especially with this particular G virus spot, because if you don't grab it, somebody's gonna grab it.
Right. So, right. That's exactly right.
And and it's just a little insurance, right? I mean, it can't hurt with those you know, if you have 1 or 2 pursuers, you know, that one hit kill factor may be the difference between getting this achievement and not getting this achievement.
Right, and helping your team out or not helping your team out.
Right, and this whole long route going all the way around the edge.
But you got all the cover by the buses, though.
Right,
I mean,
that's that road less traveled, and you'll see right here the grenade launcher really came in handy.
Yep.
The other thing is that if you're using the medic, go ahead and stack up on first aid sprays, and you should have no problem getting to and from. The biggest thing you'll have is actually getting the virus in the first place.
Right, so just learn your maps, learn your spawns, learn where some of the bigger items are, like the grenade launcher, the bigger weapons.
And no problem, guys.
Go for it. So appreciate it. You guys have a good one.
Enjoy.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for trophies and achievements, just click on the icons in the top left.
You can always find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Links are in the description. Just let us know what you think and definitely what you want to see next.
And aside from those sticky notes, there's always that miscellaneous box full of random content, but you never really know what you're going to get.
And hey, if you like what we do, subscribe. Thanks.